What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing? So check this out. Like, I don't want to keep talking about having surgery and this, that, and other, but I just want to talk about what having surgery has taught me, because I try to find a lesson in everything that I go through in life. And here's the thing, and I'm pretty sure that many people out there can identify with what I'm about to say. You know, it's not having faith that is a problem for many people. It's when that faith doesn't look like what you think it should. You see, I had the surgery and I thought that, I would have surgery, give me a day, and I'm right back at it. Like, I thought that having surgery, then I'm just going to be the same immediately. And when things don't go your way or the way that you think that it should go, then you start having a disconnect. Then you start having questions, like you start being like, well, God, I was doing everything that you said, and you said that you'd never forsake me. You said that you'd never leave me, and I'm going through this situation, and I thought that this is how things would be. But the real testament of faith is when you are able to praise God even in advance. See, a lot of times you might find yourself in financial crisis, but nobody else knows that you're in a financial crisis because you are praising him in advance. You might find yourself in a situation to where, a sickness is in your body and you are praising God in advance. Before I had this surgery, I was giving God praise in advance because I knew that he would bring me through it. It was a 4-hour surgery. I knew God would bring me through it. But when I came to, and then I started having problems breathing and all of this other type of stuff, then my faith got a little shaky. Not the fact that he was going to bring me through, but I thought that I was going to come out, be walking in 3 days, back working out. That's what I thought. So when I found difficulties, then I started thinking like, well, God, I thought this is how it was going to be. But I stopped myself then and I started really understanding that, you know what? God isn't, I say this all the time, an ATM. God isn't the type that you can just put in your order and then it comes out. Because the doctor told me, listen, you're going to have to go through this. You're going to have these difficulties. Here's the medication. You need to take this medication. He gave me all the proper instructions. And that's God gave him the knowledge to understand that I'm going to need all of that. Then here I am telling myself, okay, I'm going to take the medications for the first day, maybe the second day. But after that, I don't need the medication no more. Because my God, you know what I'm saying? That's how I went into it. Didn't take the medication. And man, I kind of regressed because I needed the medication. And that's a message right there. Because a lot of times we think that when God shows up, it's this boom, it's this theatrical type of thing, and you walking on water the next day. It's not how God do it all the time. It doesn't mean he ain't working, because God did provide. He provided me the medication. He provided me the instructions of what I'm supposed to do. The problem is when you veer off that course, and then when things don't go the way that you think they should go, now you questioning God. I had my granddaughter this weekend and she's so used to me, picking her up and this, that, and the other. And the doctor said, hey, can't lift over 10 pounds. So I'm telling myself, like, how am I going to tell her? And I was good. But then one time, she was just begging me so much. And then I just said, you know what? I can go ahead and do it. I tried, and you know what I'm saying? I paid the consequences. But I started having a woe is me moment. Then I had to shake it off like, listen, I'm still here today. And here's the thing. A lot of times when we want or we think that we have a specific word from God, when we don't get it, we'll search for it. Like it's kind of like people when they go to church. If you are in a financial crisis, you will keep going to different church homes until you feel like someone is speaking to what you want to hear. You want to walk into a church home that says, hey, if you give me 50, God gonna give you 200,000. It speaks to what you feel like you want to hear. And that's a problem. That's a problem because if you go about life doing that, you'll always find yourself in messed up situations, relationship-wise. If you go into these situations and you just want to hear a specific thing, if you just want to hear that you are the best thing since sliced bread and nothing about you is wrong, you will keep hopping out of situations till someone speaks to that. But that comes with a price. And sometimes God is just saying, listen, I just need you to sit still and believe. Have faith. Trust in me. I'm still right here. I'm still right here. Just trust and believe. Trust and believe in me. But what do? We'll just go ahead and, I need to find something. And that's how you find yourself in messed up a friend, because you're trying to find people that quote unquote is speaking to the version of yourself that you think that you're supposed to be. So that's why other people's stories and life stories, you know what I'm saying? Like it fascinates you. Somebody's telling you all of this stuff. See, I've always been a firm believer in this. Somebody's telling me everything and all of this type of stuff. I'm kind of iffy about it because I'm like, I don't know if this is all true, but not only that, how you so comfortable saying all this stuff? You know what I'm saying? And then now you invested in this, that, and the other. But that's a story for another day. But the message to this video is you got to trust in God. And trusting in God is not always how you think it's going to be, because I have the ultimate faith in God. But sometimes, you know, you think it's supposed to go left and it's supposed to go right. I thought I was going to, you know, have surgery and then bounce right back, shake right back. And that was going to be my testimony. My testimony was going to be, I had surgery on Wednesday, and by Friday, I was running a marathon. That's how I thought my testimony was going to be. But maybe my testimony was going to be I had surgery on a Wednesday and I followed the doctor's orders. I trusted God. I set myself down. I did the things that I was supposed to do. And now I am progressing. Maybe that's my testimony. And that doesn't look as sexy as being able to say 2 days later I was up and back to normal. But that's my testimony. So anyways, y'all have a blessed Monday out there. And let me say too, man, I thank each and every person that has reached out to me. You know, a lot of people get on here and they act like that stuff ain't real and don't mean nothing. But to me, it means everything, because it's a blessing to be a blessing to someone. Y'all have a blessed day.